What's good, y'all? Fats here with another banger. Today we got an NBA discussion video, and if y'all been watching my reactions and the Celtics reactions that I do, y'all know that I've been saying for a long time, well not a long time, this year, obviously, that I think Malcom Brogdon should start over Marcus Smart. So this is the video that I'm going to be doing today, explaining to y'all, focus camera, I know it's an exciting topic, why I believe Malcom Brogdon should be starting over Marcus Smart for the Boston Celtics, bro. Like I said, if y'all been watching my Celtics reaction, y'all know that is what I've been saying in a lot of reactions. So I'm here to make an NBA discussion video on it, just a non-reaction video of me. I have some NBA discussion videos on my channel. I'm gonna do more and more as the season goes on, especially in the off season. But it is something that I definitely want to talk about. So let me get into why I believe that Malcom Brogdon should be starting over Marcus Smart. So they picked up Malcom Brogdon in the offseason, obviously because they needed a point guard. You saw last year in the finals, that was really the only thing they were missing, a true point guard. Marcus Smart was running their point guard, who is not a true point guard. He's a very good defender, can shoot. He's a good three-point shooter, brings that energy. Definitely someone you really want on your team. Hate if you're going against him. A great player. Marcus Smart is a really good player. I think Marcus Smart has actually been underrated for years. He's not off on the offensive end at all. He's actually really improved on the offensive end, and obviously just on defense, he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. And he's just that energy you want on your team, the person that's going to hustle. You want him on your team. He's a great teammate, great dude. I really like Marcus Smart. He's really good. He's a key piece to a championship team for sure. There's no question about it. Marcus Smart is all good. I want to give him his flowers before I explain why I do believe Malcom Brogdon should be starting over him. With that being said, obviously it has to do with your team. They do not have a true point guard. Their starting lineup is Marcus Smart, Tatum, Brown, and either Robert Williams, whatever big. Sometimes they run two bigs, it might be Al Horford and Robert Williams, or something like that. So Malcom Brogdon comes off the bench, and Marcus Smart's the point guard. So obviously last year in the finals, the problem was that they didn't have a true point guard. They were running a lot of ISO ball. They couldn't really get into their sets. They didn't have that true playmaker. That's what Malcom Brogdon is. Right, so let's talk about Malcom Brogdon and why I believe he should be starting over Smart. He is going to play make. That is the biggest thing. He's going to play make for this team. Marcus Smart is not. When Marcus Smart is on the floor, it is a lot of ISO ball. Malcom Brogdon is a way better offensive player. Obviously, Marcus Smart's a better defensive player, but Malcom Brogdon is very good on defense too. But then when we go to offense, he will get the best players in their set in the best spots, and also if he needs to get a bucket, he is more capable of getting the bucket than Marcus Smart. In the clutch, he doesn't play as much as Marcus Smart, and I understand they want to give Marcus Smart that respect. You've been here for years, you're our guy, you're the defender, you're this, that, and I get that, and I respect that, and I actually really like that. Like, I love that, right? But in this specific case scenario, right, Malcom Brogdon is a better passer, he's a better shooter, he does everything better at the offensive end, every single aspect. On defense, I guess we'll say Marcus Smart does everything better, but I think the gap between it is where he's way better on offense and Marcus Smart is a little bit better on defense. It's not that he is really good on defense. Malcom Brogdon is, and it's just on offense. It will help them out so much for him to be starting, and then the clutch. You go get the two best players, Brown and Tatum, in their spots. If he needs to score, he can score. He can play, make, facilitate, tempo, all that, bro, and it's really good, and I think it will benefit because I think Marcus Smart would be really good off the bench, and I understand in the clutch, it's going to be a tough decision. Maybe you play them both with Tatum, Brown, and then a big, right? Maybe that's what you do. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but it's not what they had been doing, which is why we're having this conversation, because in the clutch, you obviously want Smart's defense in there, but you also want Brogdon's offense in there, and they haven't been going with both, and obviously they've been giving that respect to Smart, being the Celtics. He's been for a lot of years now, and I get that. But let's talk about Marcus Smart off the bench. First of all, Marcus Smart off the bench he always has been, except for really last year, now this year, and maybe a little bit before that. He would be so good off the bench. You know what he would be able to do on the offensive end off the bench? He would be able to be one of the best offensive players on the court if he's coming off the bench. Off the bench, he'll be able to put in more buckets. Obviously, he'll be locked down. The thing is, you want Marcus Smart guarding their best player, and I get that. I get that too. So it is tough. I understand it is very tough, but I just think the Brogdon positives outweigh it. I think they'll be fine. I think Tatum is fine on defense. I think they're fine on defense. I think Brown is fine on defense. I think they have Robert Williams, Al Horford. They have all these great defenders. I think it's okay. But let me know your thoughts, bro. Make sure to like and subscribe, bro. Let me know if there's any other NBA discussion you want me to do, and that's just my opinion, bro. I'm trying to tell you, and I'm not a Celtics guy. I want the Bucks to beat the Celtics, you know, but I don't know. Celtics are looking different, but they could be even more better if they did that shit. But I mean, I understand. It's tough because you want Marcus Smart in the clutch to guard the best player. I agree with that. So it is really tough. I guess it could depend on matchups in certain scenarios, but that's what I think, bro. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch you on the next.